So, we are looking for some sort of diary or journal, is that correct? Yes, I believe it was. Yeah, let's see here. What do we have? Herbane's Bestiary. No. Don't think that's correct. The Ruins of Kamazi. Probably interesting, but I don't think we quite have the time. What's this? The Dowry. Ancient Tales of the Dwemer. Part 10. Oh, I've heard of these by Marbar Sul. They are questionable. So the rumors say. Any luck? Serana? Any luck? No. Let's see here. Most of these books over here are burned. Fey Falcon. No, I don't care about that. Sun's Dusk, no. I fear there may be nothing of use over here. Kissing Threat. That's a curious title. The Whisper Mother. No. What's this? 27th of Last Seed. Harkon's short-sightedness is becoming a serious problem. I've warned him time and time again that his foolish prophecy would cast far too much light on our people, and yet he refuses to so much as listen to a word I say. I've become less a wife and more of an annoyance in his eye. Devoting attention to my work is the only solace I can find while enduring his ridiculous crusade. Oh, I think I found it. I do believe I have found it. Oh, look at this. Yes, this has got to be it. Serana, come listen to this. I think I've found what you're looking for. 28th Last Seed. I've had a breakthrough today. I was able to attune the portal vessel to the Soul Cairn. The Soul Cairn? Truly. Serana, your mother was a woman of great intellect. Anyway, what was I? Soul Cairn, properly by using a small sample of ingredients. Although the portal opened only for a few seconds, I'm confident that, with the proper formula, it can be sustained indefinitely. Really. I feel like I'm missing a key ingredient, something of sufficient potency that can resist the forces to prevent my intrusion. No. Sufficient potency that can resist the forces trying to prevent my intrusion. Yes, well, you're trying to go where the dead lie. Well, their souls, at least. Communing with the ideal masters has proven worthless. I expect as much. They speak in riddles and offer no assistance whether I ensure them a steady supply of souls or not. If I'm to escape Harkon's clutches, I need to keep the portal open long enough to carry me away from here forever if need be. Damn, woman, you are dealing with powerful forces indeed. The ideal masters? I can't decide if I'm impressed or I find her mad. Anyway, third Hearthfire. I've done it. After wasting thousands of gold coins on components, I've discovered how to sustain the portal. I'm listing the components below without the proper amounts for my own protection. As a secondary precaution, I am combining my own blood into the formula, which should prevent anyone from being able to duplicate it and follow me into the Soul Cairn. Oh, very clever. The formula consists of finely ground bone meal, purified void salt, soul gem shards. Really, that's it? It seems like it should be more complicated than that. Using the proper measurements, place the above in the silver-lined portal vessel and add blood as a reactive agent. I will make my way into the Soul Cairn tomorrow after I gather my things and prepare for a potentially lengthy exile. More importantly, I must enact my plans with Serana and get her to Dim Hollow Crypt as soon as possible. Indeed. Well, Serana, come here. Never mind, I'll come there. You must look at this. This is very interesting.
Any luck yet?
Oh, yes. I think I found your mother's notes.
You did? Let me see them.
The Soul Cairn she mentions. Do you know much about it?
I only know what she told me. She had a theory about soul gems, that the souls inside of them don't just vanish when they're used. They end up in the Soul Cairn.
Okay. So, why did she care?
The Soul Cairn is home to very powerful beings. Necromancers send them souls and receive powers of their own in return. My mother spent a lot of time trying to contact them directly, to travel to the Soul Cairn itself.
Really? Yes, well, it looks as if she had made it. I think we need to travel there.
That circle in the center of the room is definitely some type of portal. If I'm reading this right, there's a formula here that should give us safe passage into the Soul Cairn.
So what do you think? Where should we look?
A handful of soul gem shards, some finely ground bone meal, a good bit of purified void salt.
Yes, I read that.
Damn it.
And?
We're also going to need a sample of her blood, which, if we could get that, we wouldn't even be trying to do this in the first place.
Are you sure? Because aren't you her daughter?
Not bad. We'd better hope that's good enough. Mistakes with these kind of portals can be gruesome. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get started.
Indeed. So, do you think she kept all of those things here?
Oh, definitely. Mother would have plenty of those materials in her laboratory. You just need to find them.
Well, very well. Let's see here. What do we have over here? I'm just going to grab all sorts of things. Shards, bone meal, and... was it void salts, I think? The shards would definitely need, I do remember that. Oh, she won't need that. I'm sure she doesn't mind compensating me for my efforts. Yes, look at all of that. Let's see here. More of these. This looks like a black soul gem. I'm going to grab it. I've got lots of shards. I think I'm okay with that. She kept a great deal of things around, didn't she? Stop it, Pelenar. You have specific items to look for. Empty bowls are not among them. Oh, what's this? That. We'll just kind of, I think, help ourselves. After all, I don't think I need an empty bowl, but I may need to collect some things. Now what? Let's see here. Do we have everything? What do you think?
Get the ingredients in that vessel and let me know when you're ready.
Very well. I think I have it all.
Just get all of the ingredients into the vessel.
Yes, you said. There we go.
Then the rest is up to me.
It would seem so.
Are you ready to go? I'm not entirely sure what this thing is going to do when I add my blood.
Well.
Then the rest is up to me. Are you ready to go? I'm not entirely sure what this thing is going to do when I add my blood.
Well, there's no way to find out except, I guess, to, well, do it. Let's go.
Okay, here goes. By the blood of my ancestors. She actually did it. Created a portal in the Soul Cairn. Incredible.
Damn. Your mother. She's brilliant. Yes, well, the Soul Cairn. Blast, I wish I knew where Shiga was. We might need her. If I'm being honest, I'm a bit reluctant. I mean, this is the Soul Cairn. Okay, let's go. Damn. Look at this. What do you suppose we ought to do now?
I feel terrible for the dead who end up here for eternity. Seems awful, like they're still suffering.
So, any clues? Any ideas?
Dexian said something about that scroll. What was it? Something to do with dragons, I think. Maybe we should try asking at the College of Winterhold.
Really?
Sounds like something they'd know about.
I don't think that's going to help us here. I was thinking more about your mother.
No, but there's no way she would have left it in Tamriel. She wanted to get it as far away from my father as possible.
What's that?
I can't imagine a better place.
And if she doesn't?
Then we find out where she hid it. If she's still alive. Well, as alive as she was before. Or is now. Or... you know what I mean.
Yes, I understand. Alright, well... Although I wonder... why not hide it here? And then just simply come back?
Probably to avoid whatever my father would do to her if he could get his hands on her. Or maybe her plan was to come back, but she was stuck here.
Oh.
We won't know until we find her.
Yes, very good point. So... I think we ought to get going, eh?
Let's move.
Yes. But he supposes here.
Ugh, the smell here. Let's try to handle this quickly.
It's a little better. It seems as if, well, the sight of the dead is not needed here. Who are you?
There's no escape.
I beg to differ, but perhaps for you there's not. Come on. Sarana, where did you go? Oh, there you are. Sorry, I'm just a bit jumpy here. This is beyond foreign. Look at the souls just lingering.
Stay away from the Oblivion Gate, I told them. Did they listen? Of course not.
Well, honestly, it seems like really sound advice. Excuse me. And if they did not listen, well, I guess they got what they deserved. It looks like even the Soul Cairn has shitty equipment. I don't like those. I don't know where to go. Pardon me. Have you seen... how do I explain?
One moment I'm raising a sword against that necromancer. The next moment I found myself here. What happened?
It's a long story. It's not so long as it is complicated. Honestly, I'm not sure where to go. Fascinating place, however. Look at this.
Hang on.
What are you? Well, it looks like more than just captured souls are here. We will need to be cautious. Where do we go? Who's this? I think we need to ask around. Excuse me, you there. Have you seen, well... Have you seen a vampire?
Leave me be.
Very well. You. Excuse me. I'm looking for a vampire.
You must help me find my Arvak. He doesn't deserve to be in a place like this.
Arvak? Who's Arvak?
Arvak, my horse. We came to this horrible place together. We were attacked by monsters, so I told him to run. Please, he's such a loyal creature, and he's been running for so long.
Arvak.
You have to save him. A place like this will change you.
Yes, indeed. What is it that I can do?
Arvak? Arvak! Where are you? Arvak, please come back! Come back!
I'm afraid I'm not quite sure what to do about that. A horse, he's concerned about a horse. Well, I guess I can respect that. Care for beasts less than yourself is admirable. We need to find this woman, this mother of yours. I don't even know if I know her name. No one's ever told me. Oh. Whoa, look at that. What is this? Is this Arvak? A horse. It's a horse. I'm going to follow it. I have nothing else to go on. What to do? What? And now it's gone. What the? This place confounds me. What is all of this? Bars. Arvak. Oh, look at that. Unfortunate. Yes, indeed. Ah, you there.
Well, look what we have here. Someone with flesh on their bones.
Indeed. What's your deal?
Let's just say I sold something to a guy who turned out to work for a whole coven of necromancers.
Oops.
How in the name of Zenithar was I to know the ingredients were phony? Do I look like someone that would double-cross a necromancer?
Serana, is there a problem? Oh, that's just eerie, Serana. I wish you would move. Your face behind him is... It's disconcerting. Anyway, I'm sorry, Morven, was it?
You got it. Horse, wagon, and all. Plopped here without so much as a word. I used to be one of the best traders in High Rock, you know. How people would track me down just to see what I had for sale.
Did they now? So, I almost hate to ask, but I simply have to. Is there anything left?
Very funny. And what exactly are you going to pay me with?
Oh,
take a look around. Gold doesn't
what
exactly
is it that you would
weed my
like?
friends around here.
Please. There's got to be something.
I'll tell you what. I appreciate what you're trying to do, so I'll play along. The only thing I see around here in abundance are soul husks. You know, those ugly fungus-looking things growing out of the ground. Bring me, say, 25 of them, and you can rummage through what was left on my cart.
Very well. What is it that you have, anyway?
Odds and ends I've gathered over the years. Well, used to
Serana.
gather before all of this nonsense happened to me. Tell me what you're looking for, and maybe we can make a deal, if you have the husks.
Very well. If I come across 25 of them, perhaps I'll come back and see what it is that you have. Until then, I bid you, well, farewell.
You've still got it, Morgan. A salesman even beyond the end.
Come on, that's just wrong. Were you doing that on purpose? Seriously? Were you standing behind him on purpose? Yeah, I think you were. I mean, well played. Really. I haven't been that long, have I? It was only a few moments. Anyway. Soul husks. I could care less about soul husks. I wonder where that Aardvark went. Aardvark, not Aardvark. Aardvark. It's... Yeah, never mind. We need to find your mother. This is... What an amazing place. I truly am serious. It intrigues me. I know so little about the Ideal Masters, but they've created this. Look at that. Amazing. Is it not?
Sorry.
Sorry for screwing around while I was talking to the merchant ghost. No. Don't apologize for that. That was well played. I appreciate it. But we do need to find your mother. Where do you suppose she'd be? Are you serious? Probably over there, Well, let's go. I have a feeling this isn't going to be uneventful.
Where'd you come from?
Yes, so I thought. Is that it? I can only hope that's the worst of what we encounter. And by the way, thank you. I appreciate you having my back. I find this place fascinating. To know it exists, but think of it, Serana. Think of it. All of this. It exists, yet it doesn't. It is full of souls captured, used, and then released here. I mean, think of that. You capture a soul into a crystalline object, a gem, and when that gem is expired, it ends up here in the cairn. And this is all by the making of the Ideal Masters. Beings so powerful that they could do such a thing, and yet no one has ever seen them. No one knows who they are. And yet, look at that. Look at that. Do you see that in the distance? Do you see that? Is that not amazing? I'm just so impressed. Wow.
Oh.
Serana. I'm sorry. I do apologize. It would seem that I'm getting a little... I don't know. Enamored. It truly is a magnificent area. I just... The power. You can feel it. You can feel it. It's tangible. Is it not? What do you suppose? There's some sort of barrier. Come on, let's take a look. What do we have here? It's
Mother?
Impenetrable.
Mother!
Maker. It can't be.
It's your mother.
Serana?
Is it really you? I can't believe it. How do we get inside? We have to talk.
Serana, what are you doing here? Where's your father?
He doesn't know we're here. I don't have time to explain.
I must have failed. Harkon's found a way to decipher the prophecy, hasn't he?
No, you've got it all wrong. We're here to complete the prophecy our way, not his.
Wait a moment. You've brought a stranger here? Have you lost your mind?
No, you don't...
You, come forward. I would speak with you.
Yes, what is it that you would
So
like?
how has it come to pass that a vampire of mixed blood is in the company of my daughter?
Well, it's kind of a long story, but at any rate, I've been helping keep her from harm's way.
Safe? You call bringing her here safe?
I didn't
Has she
bring her.
explained nothing to you? Serana has sacrificed everything to prevent Harkon from completing
Yes.
the prophecy. I would have expected her to explain that to you.
She did not. But I'm here for the Elder Scroll.
You think I'd have the audacity to place my own daughter in that tomb for the protection of her Elder Scroll alone? The scrolls are merely a means to an end. The key to the tyranny of the sun is Serana herself.
What do you mean?
When I fled Castle Volkihar, I fled with 2 Elder Scrolls. The scroll I presume you found with Serana speaks of Auriel and his arcane weapon, Auriel's bow.
Yes.
The second scroll declares that the blood of Cold Harbor's daughter will blind the eye of the dragon.
Okay, so how does that include Serana?
Like myself, Serana was a human once. We were devout followers of Lord Molig Bal. Tradition dictates the females be offered to Molig Bal on his summoning day.
Of course it does.
Few survive the ordeal. Those that do emerge as a pure-blooded vampire. We call such confluences the Daughters of Cold Harbor.
Okay, so she underwent this ritual willingly. I have a hard time believing that's true.
It was expected of her, just as it was expected of me.
Yes, I'll take that as a no.
Being selected as an offering to Molig Bal is an honor.
Is it now?
She wouldn't have dared turn her back on that.
And why not? So tell me more about this tyranny of the sun, and why it requires Serana's blood.
Now you're beginning to see why I wanted to protect Serana, and why I've kept the other Elder Scroll as far from her as possible.
So... oh, dear. The pieces are beginning to come together. Harkon needs to sacrifice her. He means to kill her. Is that true?
If Harkon obtained Auriel's bow, and Serana's blood was used to taint the weapon, the tyranny of the sun would be complete. In his eyes, she'd be dying for the good of all vampires.
I see. I could not allow that.
And how exactly do you plan on completing the prophecy without the death of my daughter?
Well... what if I should kill Harkon instead?
If you believe that, then you're a bigger fool than I originally suspected. Don't you think I weighed that option before I enacted my plans?
Well... honestly, I hadn't really thought that far ahead, but I suppose you did. I mean, you got here, you're obviously exceedingly intelligent, so tell me, what do you think Serana thinks? What's her opinion? Has anyone even asked her?
You care nothing for Serana, or our plight. You see the tyranny of the sun as your chance at deification. And like Harkon, you won't hesitate to destroy anything that stands in your path.
Don't you ever assume to know what I think. Don't you dare place your opinions as my thoughts. Do you understand? Am I clear in that? Serana believes in me. Tell me, why don't you?
Serana? This stranger may call himself a vampire, but he knows nothing of our struggle. Why should I entrust you to him?
This stranger has done more
You
for
have
me in the
no
brief time I've known
choice.
him than you've done in centuries.
How dare you? I gave up everything I cared about to protect you from that fanatic you call a father.
Yes, he's a fanatic. He's changed. But he's still my father. Why can't you understand how that makes me feel?
Serana, if you'd only open your eyes. The moment your father discovers your role in the prophecy, that he needs your blood, you'll be in terrible danger.
So to protect me, you decided to shut me away from everything I cared about. You never asked me if hiding me in that tomb was the best course of action. You just expected me to follow you blindly. Both of you were obsessed with your own paths. Your motivations might have been different, but in the end, I'm still just a pawn to you two. I want us to be a family again. But I don't know if we can ever have that. Maybe we don't deserve that kind of happiness. Maybe it isn't for us. But we have to stop him, before he goes too far. And to do that, we need the Elder Scroll.
I'm sorry, Serana. I didn't know. I didn't see. I've allowed my hatred of your father to estrange us for too long. Forgive me. If you want the Elder Scroll, it's yours. Your intentions are still somewhat unclear to me, but for Serana's sake, I'll assist you in any way that I can.
My intentions? You've never even once asked me for my intentions. But you have been exiled for... well, I couldn't even imagine how long, so I forgive your attitude towards me. I guess if I were in your place, I would probably... well, I would probably feel the same. So tell me, do you have the Elder Scroll?
Yes. I've kept it safely secured here ever since I was imprisoned. Fortunately, you're in a position to breach the barrier that surrounds these ruins.
So... What do we need to do? How can we get the barrier to drop?
You need to locate the tallest of the rocky spires that surround these ruins. At their bases, the barrier's energy is being drawn from unfortunate souls that have been exiled here. Destroy the keepers that are tending them, and it should bring the barrier down.
Very well. We will return as soon as possible.
One more word of warning. There's a dragon that calls itself Durnevere roaming the cairn.
Oh,
Be wary of him.
of course there is.
The Ideal Masters have charged him with overseeing the Keepers, and will undoubtedly intervene if you're perceived as a threat.
I understand. So, out of curiosity, if I were to leave the Soul Cairn, could I return?
As you've been traveling in the Soul Cairn, your body has become attuned to it. Let's just say a tiny part of you rubbed off on it, and in its place, a bit of the Soul Cairn filled the void. You should find no difficulty using the portal any longer.
I have to admit, that was the most unsettling reassurance I've ever heard. I'm kind of sorry that I asked. Okay, well, we have keepers to destroy, so we can drop this barrier. We will, again, return as soon as possible. Farewell, dear lady. And, until we meet again.
Be careful, and keep my daughters safe.
I will do so. Though, I have to be honest, she's quite capable on her own. I honestly don't think that I need be charged with her safety. She's been quite helpful in helping me. Well, never mind. Shall we? It looks like we have a cairn to explore.